Are you up for a cosmic adventure?
Join us as we take a fun approach to learning about all things astrology with your hosts,
Astrologer Rissa.
And me, Zach. Hey Riss, can I ask you a few questions about the basics in astrology? I know it gets pretty in-depth, and it's a lot to take in, but it's been so fun getting to know more about the intricacies of astrology.
Of course, Zach. I love helping people get a better understanding of their astrological journey.
Well, for starters, what is a birth chart, and how do I figure out what my own personal chart looks like?
Well, a birth chart is individual to everyone. It's a snapshot of the night sky from the very second, day, or year and location that you're born. Finding out your own personal chart will require you to know your time of birth, your date of birth, and place of birth to get you the most accurate picture of placements in your chart.
What if I don't know my exact time of birth?
Well, you can still get a good approximation of your chart. You'll find out your sun and moon sign in addition to several other key placements. It's hard to narrow down your rising or ascendant sign without the time of birth. It changes every 2 hours. Don't let this deter you from exploring deeper into your chart.
That's so interesting. Okay, so if I wanted to go look at my own personal chart, where would I go?
These days are so many tools and resources online that make finding your chart so simple. Adventures and Astrology.com has a ton of info and resources. Also, AstroSeek or AstroCharts.com.
Okay, now that I've looked up my chart, I see a lot of glyphs everywhere. What are all these, and what should I be looking for in all of this?
Astrology is such a deep and intricate study. To start learning how to read your chart, it's good to have an index of all the different planetary symbols. There are some that I look for first, like the sun, moon, and rising, or ascendant placement. I also really like to know where Mercury, Venus, and Mars land in a chart.
So if I can see where all these land in my personal chart, what does that tell me?
Each one of these planets affect us in different aspects of life. By knowing where in your chart these different celestial bodies are in the sky at your specific time, date, and place of birth, you can see how your entire being is affected by each one. It's like a mirror to us on Earth, and that's where the saying, as above, so below, comes from. Get to know the different things that play into who you are to other people, who you are at your core, and how you operate. I could go on, and I will, at length, in all of our podcasts.
This sounds so much more informative on ourselves than just a general horoscope based on our sun signs. Are horoscopes just a lighter, more generalized version of astrology?
I'm so glad you asked about this. Horoscopes, as we know them from magazines or newspapers, solely focus on your sun sign, and they're just general interpretations for said sun sign. There are so many other things that affect the person that we are. Just reading about the sun sign aspects will be ignoring all the other placements of different celestial bodies and their unique seasoning, if you will, that they add to our personalities and individual life experiences.
Well, horoscopes are fun, but I am so intrigued by the other placements in my birth chart and what that could mean for me. I see on the birth chart all the different placements are in a small section with a number designation from 1 through 12. What is the significance of these sections?
Those are the 12 houses of a birth chart. The 12 houses are the different areas in our lives. Each one encompasses different aspects of our life, such as family, career, and love life, just to name a few.
So I see that the symbol for the planet Mars is in my 5th house, which is located in Libra on the zodiac sign portion of my chart. My sun is also in Libra. In what way should I interpret this?
It could mean the areas of romance and creativity in your life could be displayed through a desire for balance and appreciation. It could also mean you pursue romantic interests with charm and style, and you look for shared interests and refined taste.
Ooh la la. I do kind of see this in that area of my life.
The more you understand how to read your own birth chart, the more you can really use this information to educate yourself on yourself. It's been very useful in navigating me on my own personal journey.
I'm really starting to see how useful this can be to try and have a deeper understanding of myself and the motivations I have in life.
Yes, studying your own personal birth chart can help you understand and refine things in your life, and even help you understand other people if you share birth charts.
I just never thought I'd be so intrigued by astrology. But now that I'm getting below the surface, there's some really interesting parallels with my birth chart information and the experiences I've had in my life.
Same. It's been somewhat of a guide through life for me. Up until the 1700s, doctors had to have some level of education in astrology to treat patients.
Wow. So it was held in such high regard that very educated people studied it too?
Yep, astrology has been around since the Mesopotamians. There are multiple versions of astrology as it is practiced and studied worldwide. I mainly focused on Western astrology and use equal house system, but I am always learning more about astrology abroad and using different systems for different things.
Well, thanks for answering my questions about some of the basics in astrology.
Of course, I'm so passionate about astrology and I want to share my knowledge and continued education with anyone looking to learn about it. You can always go to AventuresInAstrology.com. We have curated a plethora of educational tools, resources, slideshows, and everything you need on your astrological journey.
I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
We are currently uploading a series on the houses in astrology, so be sure to check it out. Like and subscribe to us on Spotify, and we'll keep bringing the astrological educational content. Questions or comments about the Adventures in Astrology podcast? You can email us at adventuresastrology@gmail.com.
As above, so below.